All right, welcome back, American Roulette. 21 hours and 12 minutes, number 245. Today, it's a big day here. Today I'm going to be chasing dozens from double zeros, just like always. So, big news of the day. Woke up this morning, watched a video from the West Coast. I got a shout out from Eat, Sleep, Gamble, Repeat. Said my name in his video. Almost fell off my chair. So I'm returning the favor, and I was thinking about how. All right, so that first number is 22. How can I make a video which would make sense to both of us, potentially? So from the number 22, I crunched all my numbers. I have my cards and my left-handed wheels number. Left-handed wheel numbers. It's hard to say. So here we go. From the number 22. Which dozen am I going to bet on? Pick two dozens, right? So it turns out from the number 22, all these numbers crunch down, and there's 7 in the first dozen, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third. So it's a push. So go one in first dozen, third dozen. What is it going to be? It is going to be the first dozen. And there's 7, which is odd. There's 7. I said the number and it hit in 7. 7 in the first dozen, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third. So that's going to be the general theme of this video. That number is 7. So off and running. I'm going to try to keep track of this. Maybe I got a lot going on here. From 7. So here we go. There's 4 in the first, 4 in the second, and 7 in the third. So I definitely want to cover this. The third dozen has the most numbers in it. And we'll do like he does in his videos. So it covers the first and third. And of course, yeah, I get the second dozen. So I would have lost that. Well, I didn't get a chance to say it yet, but this is not foolproof. Who didn't see that coming? Right? So, now we're going from the number 18. 6 in the first dozen, 7 second dozen, and 5. So I'm going to pick the ones with the most numbers. 1, 2. Yeah, it's not foolproof. 27 is that number. One of these times, you know, I'm bound to hit. All right, from the number 27, after crunching all these numbers. 6 in the first dozen, 4 in the second dozen, and 4 in the third. So it's a push. First and third. That's perfect. What a push it is, too. That number is 19. Second dozen. Didn't cover it. 19. For what it's worth, oh, look at this. There's only 3 out of all my numbers. 3 in the first dozen, 8 of them in the second, and 6 of them in the third. So I'm going to get a first dozen right here, right? Because it's happened there. Oh, no. That's a second dozen right there. 8 has the most in the second dozen. 8 numbers. So I would have got that. Right? 14. I wouldn't have had 14 after 19. I know that. So hopefully this is making some sense to somebody out there. 14 is 7, 5, and 3. So 7 and 5, and 3 of them showed up in the third dozen. So we'll leave that guy out of there, and I get a 1. All right. After 14, I know I wouldn't have had that. 1 after 14, no. So it's going to be like this all the way through. What do we got for the number 1? 5, 5, and 3. 5 in the first, 5 in the second, and 3. So switch it up. Go first and second dozen. Does it work? We're going to find out. Look at that. That number's 10. It's in the first dozen. There you go. He plays eat, sleep, gamble, repeat. He plays the outsides, the dozens. Sometimes he'll play 17, 20, 23. What comes out after 10? I'm sorry, 7, 4, and 2. 7, 4, and 2. We're going to leave them right there. First dozen, second dozen. And of course it comes in. Yeah, see? 36. Yeah, okay. Missed that one. 36. How you choose your dozens? Do you choose your dozens? Do you just sit on a dozen? So from 36, after crunching all the numbers, I got 3 in the first, 5, and 5. So blindly go, follow the numbers. Yeah. Second dozen, number 15. I get another one. That's 5 out of 10. There you go. 15 is that number. That's 10 numbers right there. All right. Can't complain, but sometimes I still do. 15. Let's see. Oh, see, this is odd here. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, and 5. So I'm really not good at this. So I'm going to go 1 and 3. Ah, look at that. You got to be lucky. Every once in a while. First dozen. That number is 3 after 15. Right next to 15. Almost a repeater. Stop it. Stop it. I got no time for this. 3. All right, so here we go. 5, 4, and 2. Out of all the numbers I've crunched, 5 of them hang out in the first dozen. 4 in the second dozen, and 2 in the third dozen. Look at me. I got another 24. Just made it in that second dozen. That number is 24. Right next to that 3. Look at me go. So there's a hot spot right there. 15, 3, 24. Where are we going after 24, you ask? All right, so it's 6 in the first, 4 in the second, and 7. So blindly go. First or third. Then I get another one. 1 after 24. I wouldn't have had that with my cards. I know that. That number is 1. So I get another chip. I got 7 of them already. Where do we go from the number 1? 5, 5, and 3. Well, like I said, blindly following the numbers. I'm probably going to get the third dozen after 1. You know that. Yeah, exactly. Third dozen. 26 is that number. I wanted the 11. But I get a 26. So you should check out his channel. If you he plays the roulette machine, sits in front of the screen and types his bet in there. 6, 6. Oh, here we go. 26 is 6, 6, and 6. 1, 2. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, and I got an 18. Yeah, the number 26. There's 6 in the first, 6 in the second, and 6 in the third. 6, 6, 6. You know what they say. Well, all these numbers add up to 6, 6, 6. 18 is that number. They say it's the devil's game, but, you know, first you got to believe in the devil. So what comes out after 18? 6, 7, and 5. So, blindly following the numbers. 14 would be nice. Oh, that 2. Oh, 14 would be 14. Oh, it almost jumped. Almost got my 14 and almost jumped. That's a 2. That's a first dozen. 1. Just won that one. Okay. Off and running. I got 8 of them. 2. Back to 2. 8, 4, and 1. Well, that's going to give me 8 in the first dozen, 4 in the second dozen, and 1 of them in the third dozen. And I'm probably going to get the second dozen, 22. I should have said that. I should have said, yeah, it's going to be from the third dozen because I'm not covering it. 30 is that number. Because of course it is. The least. There's only one number in all my numbers in the third dozen to come out after 2. That's a shame. 676. Here we go again with this. After 30, right there. Second and third dozen. Yep, there you go. Second dozen. 19. After 30. Would not have 19 after 30. Wouldn't have had that 30 after 2. I know that. So my system's letting me down, but oh, I get another chip. That's 9. 19. 3, 8, and 6. 3, 8, and 6. There you go. 13 is in the second dozen. Got another one. That's 10 winners. That number is 13. Get the ball. 13. I would have never had that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at these. Would I have got any of these? 10 after 1. Oh. No. 13. Let's get back to this. 8, 4, and 4. 8 after 13. 4 and 4. The 30, 33, 20. 30, 33. 33. Third dozen. The threes. And I just called that too, by the way. 33. That's your 10th number. I'm sorry. That's your 20th. There you go. 20 numbers. Here we go. From 33. If I get this, we're going. 6, 5, and 6. Oh. 30. Second and third. 23, 30, 33, 36. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Shoot me off a comment if you want. Hit that thumbs up on the way out. What is it going to be? 34. I get it. I'm going. 34 is that number. Won that one. 34. That's 11. Get the card before I forget. 34. All right. Where do we go from 34? Here we go. Oh, 6, 6, and 5. 6, 6, and 5. So 8 and 2 is the first dozen. 34, 24 is the second dozen. Is my favorite after 34. Let's see. Here we go. 23, second dozen. We're going. 23 is that number, second dozen. I would have got that. 23. All right, off we go. I get another one. That's 12. What comes out after 23, you ask? Oh, 6, 6, 4, and 5. 23, 32. 23 is 10. First and third. 6 and 5. And I get an 8. That's the first dozen. First dozen, just won that one too. 8. Let me get the card before I forget. We're going. I've been meaning to stop, but I, just keep winning. 8. 3, 4, and 4. Oh, so 8, 16, 12 is in the first dozen. I like after 8. There's only 4 in the third dozen. Nice. It's a third dozen. It's a first dozen. I wanted 4 and I get a 3. Still winning. 3. That's another one. That's 14. What comes out after 3? 5, 4, and 2. Oh, 3, 6, 3, 13, 30, 33. First and third dozen. There's only 2 of them in the third dozen. Short number. And I get a 25. That's in the third dozen. We're running. Let's go. 25. I'm going till I lose one. I got to keep track of that. That's what? 15? 15. What comes out after 25? 5, 5, and 4. Ooh. 19. 35. The third dozen only has 4. I get a 22 in the second dozen. 19. I was looking for 19. I get a 22. Okay, we're still going. So this is not going to be a short video. I would have put money on me stopping at 21. But we got this. Here we go. 22. 7, 4, and 4. 22. I want my address. 2, 22 and 24. First and second dozen. Oh, and there it is. That's the end right there. I didn't cover. Yep. It was 20 after 22. It's 7, 4, and 4. So it was a toss-up, and I didn't get it. That last number of the day is 30. So wow, there you go. How about that? What's that? 12, 13. I got 15. There you go. Different way to play. Push that thumbs up on the way out. Thanks for watching. Thank you to my new friends on the West Coast. Eat, sleep, gamble, repeat. I've been watching them. Until next time.